did we see the Browns offense the way we thought it would be with Jameis? You know what I mean? Like, it's always the popular guy, the backup, when the starter isn't doing well. And then Jameis comes in and he throws for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns without Amari Cooper there. And Cedric Tillman starts catching balls, like he's CeeDee Lamb. It's kind of crazy. DJ, did we see it? Is that it right there for Cleveland?
Well, I feel like we've seen it before. We saw it with Joe Flacco. We've seen it with, unfortunately, for Deshaun, we've seen it with everybody not named Deshaun Watson, who's got a chance to operate in this offense. It just is it goes back to what we've been saying for a couple years, that, it's not everybody's been obsessed with is it the talent? Deshaun's talent just kind of fell off. And in fact, I think it was just a terrible fit. The way he played in Houston is totally different than how they want to play there. Now they tried eventually to change and adapt to what he does well. But now you got a coaching staff that's not as comfortable calling games that way. And now you go back to what this offense is and should be, and it's based around a drop back passer, and that's what Jameis and Joe Flacco are, and the offense is taken off. So I mean, I don't know that it's entirely surprising that Jameis had that kind of success, because you guys the first pick in the draft too. I mean, he had big time talent and ability. I think what comes down to so many of these quarterback situations is just how do you fit? How do you marry it up? How do you fit? And Deshaun Watson and the Browns, it's been a bad fit. And Jameis and Joe Flacco match what they do and how they want to play.
What's wrong with the Jets?
What time are you off, Rich? I don't know, man. I don't know. I haven't watched the tape of that one yet. I haven't had time yet to watch it, so it wouldn't be fair for me to comment on what happened yesterday. I just know there's a lot of individually talented players on that team, and collectively it hasn't worked great, So
what have you seen on film already of Rodgers? I mean, I know you didn't look at yesterday. It kind of is the same thing. How about that? It's the same thing. Where there's flashes of Breece Hall, flashes of Garrett Wilson, flashes of the Rodgers of old, and defensively, I don't know. Sauce Gardner looks like he's regressed, to be straight up with you, DJ. I don't know, but what's your best guess as to what ails this team?
Yeah, I mean, the elephant in the room is I don't think Rodgers has played great. I think there was almost collectively, maybe on the defensive side of the ball, gosh, we've had to play so perfect, over the last few years for us to win football games. And I think whether it was just subconsciously or not, they just kind of exhaled a little bit. Like, okay, we have the quarterback now. Like, we don't have to play at that level. Let's ease some of the burden and some of the stress. So you've dropped off a little bit on the defensive side of the ball, and then the offensively, they haven't exploded like people expected they would. With some of the star power that they have. Aaron hasn't played great. My biggest takeaway with the Jets has come more from watching them on TV than it has on tape, which is just it's body language. It's just the kind of the mood of the team, the lack of energy. It just that spoke more to me than anything in the all 22 that you've watched.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.